right. 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock.
Slay's ponderings.
Appointment listening, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In the meantime, CJ's got a box.
CJ keep a box.
CJ just walks around.
That might be CJ nickname, box.
When CJ was over here talking about Harder, some woman came and got CJ to get him back by the box.
Because you ain't supposed to be. He need one of them little.
Like leaving the box all by itself.
He need one of those leashes like you used to put on kids.
All right. So this is for
With the box.
This is for a Titans t-shirt. What you got? Long sleeve.
First of all, we got to start letting people know. Hey, let's write our name a little bit more legible. Because this is difficult for Mr. Slay to read this. Amy Covain. Yep, I'm gonna be honest. This probably I'm not saying the name right.
Pass it along.
I know I'm not saying the name right. It's Amy.
Amy Covain.
Please pass it to Babsy. Please pass that to Babsy. Get that out of the Tennessee hands. Put that in the Auburn Tiger hand, please. Pretty please, I'm begging you.
It could be Abby.
Yeah, man.
Pass it my way.
Pass that to Babsy.
I think the Covain part is right.
Give it to us, Babsy.
That is Amy.
I got that right.
Oh, it's Amy.
What's that last name?
Huh. Kovleen. That's an L.
Nobody raised their hand. That ain't it.
Amy.
All right, what you going to do?
IU education, could you help us?
I literally was told
Here.
for us not to drag these giveaways out,
I
and
know.
here we are.
We have been yelled at it numerous times.
Yeah.
What do we do?
CJ, draw another name.
Oh, Amy.
Wait, Amy's here?
What's up? Come
What's
get up
your
here.
last
How you
name?
say your last name? How you say your last name, Amy?
Loveland.
What? Cleveland? Loveland. Amy, you try to trick me.
Hold up.
Amy,
Okay, those are L's, not C's.
it ain't even Halloween yet. You got a couple more days. You trick-or-treating already. Got 11 more days, man.
Why are you looking at your watch?
Because I had to make sure how many
There you go.
days we got.
Well,
All right.
here you go.
CJ,
Amy, you want a shirt?
Give her her shirt.
We
There's
got
Amy.
Amy right.
There's Amy. All right. I've got some college football notes before you get into whatever you're pondering.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
These are
Tone
from Bear on Game Day, who we've had on a couple of times and has done a great.
Take his word.
Listen, Tennessee's 2-0 when we put Bear on Fridays. You didn't even want me to read that.
No, I
didn't read it.
No.
I just said it.
But remember, Bear said out of 16 games, 15 of the 16 top 5 opponents, no, top 10, top 5 opponents
five.
match up, the home team wins.
Top 10. It was top
10.
10.
Yeah,
Home team
so
wins.
it
I've
holds
got a
true
little note
again.
about that. So there were 6 matchups. This is from Bear from Game Day. There were 6 matchups last week involving both teams being ranked in college football.
Okay.
The home team won all 6,
Woo, sweet.
including Tennessee.
Go Vols.
Only 3 teams have scored on every red zone possession in college football. Every red zone possession.
Every single one.
Clemson, Ohio State, Kirby, and Tennessee.
Hey, man, go Vols, man. We ain't out here playing around.
Iowa has 12 red zone trips this year
How many times
in 6 games. 12 times they've been in the red zone in 6 games. Ohio State has 27 red zone touchdowns.
That's getting to it.
Florida is last in the country in third down defense.
Mm.
Third down for what?
For purpose. Not to get it.
Oh, it's third down. There's the sticks. Go over there.
Punt it.
52.6% they're giving up on third down. Bama has won and covered each of the last 4 games against Mississippi State. Bama is favored by 21, which is a lot of points.
I don't know about
they'll
this.
cover that one.
I don't know about this. This is going to be – this is what Bama does, though.
Bounces back.
I don't
They
believe
reel
in
you
them,
in
though.
and then spit you out.
I don't believe in them bouncing back right now, though.
At UCLA, Chip Kelly going back to Oregon. UCLA against Oregon this weekend. At UCLA, Chip Kelly against the top 10, 0-5. Losing by an average of 23.6 points per game. What's wrong with you?
Nothing. I'm listening to your stats. Slay was wondering why I wasn't on zone 2.
Hey, that's you.
I'm up there. I don't know.
You're waving at Babs on the.
My
You're
girl.
waving on waving to laptop Babs, and she's sitting right there.
That's my girl.
Yeah, she is.
Keep them coming.
She is. All right. Interesting note. Syracuse and Clemson going at it this weekend. Is Syracuse for real? We keep asking Keith Bullock about it.
Bullock
He told us
won't
at
buy it yet.
MTSU, man, I'm waiting for something to happen. And that was like 3 weeks ago. They're still winning.
So are.
Undefeated.
I'm waiting for Dino Babers to make some dumb decision to cost them a game because
So you believe it too?
I know
He's
it's going
capable.
to happen.
He's capable. Yeah.
It will happen.
So we ran into Bully last night.
That was harsh. Maybe I should say.
That was real. No,
was very
that was
harsh.
real.
I'm
You
like,
keep being real, man.
I hope I don't get a
No,
Syracuse
that's
game
cool.
this year.
I hope you do. So
No.
you can go tell them.
I'm waiting for Coach Babers to make a questionable decision that I don't necessarily agree with during a game.
All right.
There you go.
So we ran into Bully yesterday before Titans tonight. And he's still like, oh, man, I don't know about this team. I'm like, what?
Call it's week 8.
Yeah. There aren't very many undefeated teams left. And they're
Hey,
one
man.
of them. They got Clemson. So Syracuse's defensive EPA, which is one of those analytics stats, is number 11 in America. Clemson is number 31. So I'm trying to figure out what to do there. Clemson missed 24 tackles against Florida State.
Oh. You know what, though? Every team misses tackles. Because
Yes.
you can't tackle anymore.
You don't
Yep.
tackle
You
in
can't practice.
Can't practice it. Yep.
And then ESPN FPI strength of record rankings. Strength of record rankings. So strength of schedule, who you beat, how bad you beat them. I've got the top 10 for you. We'll do that when we come back. Also, Slay's he's been pondering things about Matt Ryan and the Indianapolis Colts.
Yes, sir.
He might dial some things back,
Yeah.
or he might not.
Who knows?
We'll find out. Next, 3HL broadcasting live from Buffalo Wild Wings in Hermitage. Be here. We'll be here until 6 o'clock on 104.5 The Zone.
What's up, y'all, man? This is Ron Slate, man. Check this out. Don't you wanna go trade your car in? Like, I mean, if it's just not making you happy, man, you wanna go trade your car in. Like, you've got that opportunity. You probably thinking like, hey, Slate, tell me where would I go? I'm gonna tell you, man. Music City Autoplex, 2430 Gallatin Pike North, just 15 minutes from downtown. Or before you even do that, just go to musiccityautoPlex.com. Check out the inventory, and they're gonna let you know that it's not a supply chain problem with them. They're still making it happen. There's no shortage. Now back to the trade in. You know when you trade it in, you get your written trade offer. But on top of that, here's the cherry for you. $500 guaranteed. An extra $500 guaranteed on top of whatever your trade-in offer is. So you're feeling at home, you're like, man, this car just really don't make it happy. You want to get something to make you happy. You want to be really happy? This is what you do. You go to Music City Autoplex. With over 350 units in every price range, they will not let you down. And I promise you the financing and all the relationships will go great. It's the Uncommon dealership for a reason, people. Go get your car.
Accurate Mortgage. I want to tell you about my friends at Accurate Mortgage. Rates have gone up year to year on interest rates and credit cards and HELOCs. But rates have come down a bit recently, though they're still higher than they were a year ago. But you know what else has gone up again? Credit card, interest rates, and HELOCs. That's why you need a trusted local advisor from Accurate Mortgage to help guide you through this crazy market for your home purchase or your refi. Unlike the big online lenders to Accurate Mortgage, you're not just a number to make a quick buck off of. Accurate will only ever advise a loan that makes sense for you financially. Even though rates may be a little bit higher than your current mortgage, a cash-out refi might be able to save you money every month by getting rid of higher interest rate or consumer debts. Don't let the savings in your wallet, don't lose them to the interest rate in your head. Real life example, Jen in Nowensville able to completely remodel her home with a cash out refi, and her new payment actually lower than her old payment. Win-win. So if you are looking to purchase a home, do a cash out refi to renovate your current home or pay off high interest credit card debt. Let the loan advisors at Accurate Mortgage help you find the right loan solution for you. Visit Accurate Mortgage today. AccurateMTG.com. Accurate Mortgage Group, a division of Acopia LLC, is an equalizing lender. NMLS number 4664.
Good afternoon from the Superbook.com sports desk. I'm Joe Honk. As the Titans and Colts get ready for that game on Sunday, the next injury report is out, the second one of the week. Pretty much everything is the same from yesterday. Bud Dupree and Amani Hooker both were full participants today. Nate Davis was limited once again, but Torrey Carter, who was limited yesterday, did not practice today. For the Colts, on the other hand, they do have a lot of changes, mainly because those players that were not practicing yesterday due to non-injury related reasons were back on the field, like Stephon Gilmore as well as Ryan Kelly. Now, as far as some changes that have also been made for them when it comes to full participants, Shaq Leonard was limited yesterday. He was a full participant today, as was Jonathan Taylor. Now, for all of your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Vols, the flagship station for your Tennessee Titans, and home to 3HL out at B-Dubs in Hermitage. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Yo, what up, National 3HL is on the air, 4 o'clock hour on 104.5 The Zone. We got a lot going on this hour. We've got Greg Cosell, the best NFL film evaluator in the world, coming up at 4:20. The Miller Lite Ron Slay Wash Away Toast live here at Buffalo Wild Wings in Hermitage at 4:45. If you're here, you'll get a Miller Lite beer for free. And you'll be able to toast away whatever Ron wants to toast away. Ron, who's Ron? Slay.
I'm in the building. I'm in the building.
I'm in the
building. I'm in the building. I'm in the building. I'm in the building. I'm in the building. I'm in the building.
You got a lot of notes over there, man.
Man, I need one of them little folders like you and Babs have got, man. One of them manila folders.
So you need a binder.
Rub them out. Who?
Oh, I got you.
Babs takes notes, too, but I can't read her notes. It's like Amy's winter drawing thing.
Babs in a whole different lane when it comes to taking notes.
Yeah, she'll listen to a
school.
paragraph of information, write down 3 words, and have the whole thing.
But write them in different directions, though. That's the wildest part, dude. Like, they go up, they go down, diagonal, they everywhere. I don't know how she do it.
She's out here in these streets. Dawn Davenport with us.
Hey.
Davenport, I told you I have a little props to offer up. Vanderbilt football player Anthony Orchie. I've been meaning to talk about this dude for a while.
I've been talking about him for a year.
I know. But I'm telling you, man, when you watch Vanderbilt football, number one, I know they're losing, but they're better. They're better. All right? They run out of players. That's what happens. They were in it with Ole Miss. And then Ole Miss just put the foot on the gas, and, they had a receiver go for like 8,000 yards. But anyway, Orchie is out there. I mean, he is sideline to sideline just knocking people's heads right off their shoulders. I love watching that kid play.
Yeah.
Leads the SEC with more than 10 tackles per game, Anthony Orchie. Check him out. That's my Vanderbilt props.
Hey, that's all right. I like it, yo. Pretty cool right there.
You've been pondering some things. Before we get to your ponder,
I have been pondering some
Are you
things.
going to think out loud? Is that what's about to happen?
I am going to think out loud, man.
Before you do that,
all right.
More from Game Day. Chris Felica. ESPN FPI strength of record ranking. So this incorporates strength of schedule, how badly you beat somebody. If you lose, what is that situation, and all of that. So number 10, Syracuse. We were just talking about them. Get you
As
some.
in they have an easy schedule, is what it's saying?
Yes,
Got it.
because they're undefeated. Number 9, Ole Miss. I mean, these are top 10, this is a top 10 ranking. Number 8, UCLA. They're about to lose. They're losing Saturday.
To,
At
Who,
Oregon.
UCLA?
to Oregon?
They're losing at Oregon.
I don't know.
Your boys are going down. There's nothing I can do about it. That's from A Few Good Men, Kevin Bacon line. Number 7, Ohio State. Even though they're ranked number 2 in the country. Number 6, TCU. TCU going down this weekend. Kansas State going to get them.
That might happen.
Look at that. She almost agreed, like halfway on a scale of 1 to 10 was like a 5 agreeing with me right
Sometimes
there.
you got to stretch it out, man. Stretch it on out.
Number 5, Alabama. Again, ESPN FPI strength of record ratings. Number 4, Georgia, number 1 team in the country. Number 4 on this list. Number 3, Michigan, whose strength of schedule is 69 in the country. Number 2, Clemson.
What's their record?
Undefeated. Yep. Them and Syracuse this weekend.
They got the second strength of schedule?
Not strength of schedule, strength of record rating.
Oh, strength of record.
So strength of schedule's in there.
Yeah. With some couple
But
things.
there's some other analytical components.
In other words, listen, Slay, when I'm talking.
Right.
Okay.
So ESPN FPI strength of record ratings. Number 1 on this list, go Vols. Tennessee, number 1.
Makes a lot of sense.
My case, and a lot of people are making this case, if the college football playoff rankings came out this week, Tennessee, I think, would be ranked number 1.
Probably so.
And it would blow people's minds.
They wouldn't like it. What you think, Babs?
Why would it blow people's minds?
Because I think people would be like, Tennessee, number 1? No.
They're unbeaten and they beat Alabama, and they're doing it scoring 50 points a game.
I know. But you know how
I wouldn't have a
are.
problem with that.
Okay, well, good. Look at that.
I mean, because that's in essence why the college football playoff came about, right? Because then, you don't have another Auburn that goes unbeaten and just because they weren't ranked high or thought highly of at the beginning of the season doesn't mean they couldn't be there.
If we did not have a playoff, we still might be where Auburn was in 2004 with Tennessee. Because
Correct.
Tennessee came into the season just like Auburn, unranked.
Yep.
USC,
Exactly.
Who was it? USC and Oklahoma, they started the season in the preseason ranked 1 and 2, and they both went undefeated. There was nobody going to crack that.
Yeah.
That's where Tennessee is. So if Georgia and, Tennessee gets to play one of those two, which
Right.
Auburn didn't have that chance.
No.
But yeah,
They
that's the year that I went full in on playoff.
Yeah.
Because there's no reason an undefeated SEC team should not have the opportunity to play for a national championship.
Right.
It's just too hard.
I
it's
went
too
all
hard.
in on it then.
Yeah. So
And the eye test.
There's
I'm a
list.
big eye tester.
I like that, Babs. That's what I'm talking about. Me too.
my eye test, I'm looking at Slay and I'm seeing smoke come out of his ears because he's thinking.
Oh, a lot of it.
What are you doing that for?
Lot of it.
Boy, he's writing stuff down. Like,
Yep.
Are we hitting this now?
Oh, would y'all like to? What's
yeah,
up?
yeah.
Yes, go.
All right,
Yes.
Hunk, you got something for me?
It's been a minute since you've had an announcement.
Yeah, well, I got one. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'd just like to say, I've been sitting back this week, and while I've been overcome with emotion by watching the Tennessee Vols and everything that they've done, and, I've been celebrating. Like I said, I've been drinking a lot, having a good time, doing a lot of high-fiving. My shoulders hurt because I've been high-fiving so much. But that's neither here nor there. I'm talking about the week at hand. This is Colts Hate Week. And I've been listening to people, like people that I really listen to. I value their word. And I say, you know what? I got to take a listen to that because they said it. One is Y'all, I know what yours stands. Babsy, you another one. Savage is one. Ramon Foster. Hitman's one. They're one. Mickey, I listen to Rascal too. Kayla and Will. I listen to Will a little bit. I like when Will narrates. I don't really like when Will give his take too much right now. I just like when he narrates things. But
narrating.
Yeah.
But didn't you have a problem with Mickey and Panzeca's take on the Tennessee
that
Alabama
was for Tennessee, but we moved past that.
Okay.
I'll get to them in a little while. But this right here, hope I got everybody and producers and everybody, man. I'm safe. Bert, everybody, Mike Keefe and the one and only Uncle Coach Mac. I take it to heart, man. And then you throw my guy in there, Gordion, Red B, man. A lot of people know him as Red Brian. Call him Gordion. And I listen to myself and I say, Self, they might have something here. A lot of people talking about Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan is doing good. He's doing that. He's doing this. And I sit back and I ask myself, they might be on to something. He had a good game. And then I got to slap myself and wake up and say, boy, the boy's Nathaniel. You said it, Nathaniel. That's what his mama called him, Nathaniel. You going to call him Nathaniel. And the whole reason I say that is, the reason the man is Nathaniel is because you look at his team last year. Everybody was like, man, the Falcons got him out of there. What they going to do now? The Falcons are in a much better spot than they were last year. Without a Kevin Ridley, without a Cordell Patterson, with a guy, Marcus Mariota, Mariota, Mariota.
Mar.
I'm sorry, I apologize.
It's okay.
Mariota. They got Mariota in there, and look who they beat. Look exactly who they have beat so far this year. They lost to a New Orleans team who's very talented with a defense by 1. They lost to the Rams at the Rams by 4. They beat a Seattle team at Seattle, and then they beat a Cleveland team early in the season with a great run game and then they beat Tampa Bay. Well, they lost Tampa Bay. Then they beat San Francisco, 3-3. Matt Ryan, you know what his record was when he was there? Do you know what his record was when he was there?
His offensive line was garbage.
Another excuse, Babs. Do you have any more for him that we can make to make him think Daniel? Now he done got up there with an offensive line that's the highest paid in the league, and he still can't win with them.
And they've played like crap.
I ain't got nothing to do with that. I can't keep making excuses for him, Babs. The man's Nathaniel. This is my time to have the floor. You'll get your opportunity. The man's Nathaniel. The man went up there with a 7-10 record and thought he was going to turn them around, and he done came out the first game and tied with the Houston Texans. Like, come on, man. This man ain't nothing, man. Like, y'all quit trying to make Matt. Coach Mack, I love you to death. Mike Keith, I love you to death. Gordion, I love you to death. Stop making this man something. I know it's a rival game. You don't want to give no bullets and board material. I don't give a damn. Give him all the bullets and board material. Hell, put it in a notebook and stick it in his helmet while he playing the game. Let it sink in. Boy, you Nathaniel.
Greg Cosell next on 3.
Listen all week.
Hey, go. No, I got it.
Uh-oh.
What? I know we're in a break, Hunk, but can I just?
No.
Yes.
That's when it's good.
When Matt Ryan's offensive line plays good, he plays great. You saw 390 pass yards, 42-58, 3 touchdowns. I'm just saying. Hunk, what am I talking about?
Oh, you're telling us who we should be betting on tonight again for Thursday Night Football. That's what you're doing.
That's right. Yes. Well, regardless, I don't really care who you bet on, but you definitely need to be doing it on FanDuel, America's #1 sports book. Started off right with a no-sweat same-game parlay from FanDuel. Doesn't matter if you're new to FanDuel, you already have an account. Now I'm all worked out. Oh, I need to lower my blood pressure. You can get free bets back if you're Thursday night.
You can lower your blood pressure by betting on football on Thursday night.
It will totally help you. You can lower it if your same-game parlay does hit, and if it doesn't hit, you get these free bets back thanks to FanDuel. How about that? NFL same-game parlay is a perfect way to combine your bets for a chance at a bigger payday. Build your own. Choose one that's already built for you. Then you don't have to stress about it. Bet the NFL on Thursday night with a no-sweat same-game parlay. Sign up with promo code DAWN if you don't have an account, and if you have one, you're all set. Sign in, see what you got, and make every moment more with FanDuel, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. You do have to be 21 and older and present in Tennessee. 3+ legs, minimum $1 bet required. Refund issued is non-withdrawal, but free bets expire 7 days after receipt. Max free bet $5. Restrictions apply. Terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Tennessee Red Line 1-800-889-9789.
What's up, people? Ron Slay here, man. And the rebuttal to Babsy, since we're doing commercial breaks, I just want to let y'all know the man is Nathaniel, man, and he needs to sign up for this right here. TheHomeLoanExpert.com. 62 years old, even if you ain't 62 years old and you move like you 62 years old, you need to go get a reverse mortgage. A reverse mortgage is a loan against the equity you have in your home. He ain't got no home up there in the coast. He think you do, but it ain't nobody that'll secure him. Who is a reverse mortgage for? Somebody like Nathaniel Ryan. A homeowner age 62 and older who have at least 50% equity in their home. People who want to stay in their homes and not sell to access their equity. And why should you do a reverse mortgage? Reason being, you don't have to count on your offensive line. You probably have a running back you just give the ball to. You probably ain't got receivers to throw to. Outside of that, no loan payments. Get the money you need to supplement your income or take the vacation of your dreams. You spent all these years paying your mortgage. Now it's time to put your equity to work for you. You won't be kicked out of your house like Nathaniel Ryan will. The reverse mortgage doesn't have to be paid. It's the homeloanexpert.com.
Three Channel 104.5, the zone, about to get down and dirty with some film study. How are the cauliflower wings?
Great.
You ever get like the real ones?
No.
Real what?
Wings?
Who, Babs?
She always gets cauliflower.
Yeah, I'm taking some of them home for dinner.
Buffalo Wild Wings Hermitage, that's where we are. We'll be here until 6 o'clock. Your chance to win Colts, Titans tickets. Also,
Yeah.
well, let me correct myself. Titans, Colts tickets.
Talk to us.
Also, your chance to win Titans, Broncos tickets. Get your name in the box. Go see CJ. He's got the box. And you can get that done. We are joined, as we are every Thursday at 4:20, by Greg Cosell, the best NFL film evaluator in the world, executive producer and analyst in NFL Matchup on the ESPN properties and senior producer, NFL Films for decades. Greg, what's up? How are you?
I was just curious. I wanted to ask Slay if Tennessee played last weekend.
Hey, Greg, listen here, man. Hey, Greg, I'm up there floating on the cigar smoke and everything, man. Like, I honestly left my body while the game was going on. Came back, and I saw the field flooded, so I was cool.
It was a hell of a game.
Oh, my God.
Did you get a chance to watch it, Greg?
I saw the second half because I actually was visiting my grandson.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it did work out. It worked out for you then, Greg.
Yeah, so I did see the second half, yep.
High level quarterback play, man. They were just
I know.
two heavyweight fighters in the middle of the ring just going at each other.
Now, the Hyatt kid, what year is he?
He's a junior.
Yep.
Oh, so he could come out if he chose?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'm sure he'll choose.
Yeah, at this pace, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
he's got 10 receiving touchdowns in 6 games. The school record at wide receiver U, by the way, is 13.
Really?
Yeah. So here's the thing about Hyatt though, like because if you watch him on television, you think he's bigger than he is. He's 6 feet 180.
Okay, so he'll probably, maybe he'll gain a few pounds. He's never going to be 210, but, he could get to 190 probably.
And they love to utilize him in the slot, and Alabama kept trying to cover him man-to-man with a safety, and it did not work very well.
So he was a big-time recruit.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So, well, good. Hey, now, do they play this week or are they off?
I got homecoming this week. UT Martin.
It depends how you want to define that.
Well, yeah, okay. So, yeah, you always get a team you can beat for your homecoming.
Yeah.
Of course, I guess it hasn't been that way that often in recent years, but I guess it will be this year.
It always been like a great.
Wasn't Georgia State homecoming?
Yeah.
Okay, Babs. We didn't ask you for specific games.
I'm just
right.
pointing it out. There you go.
Hey,
all
Greg.
right. So we got the Titans and Colts. Believe it or not, it's the only game on the schedule this week that pits 2 winning teams against one another.
Oh,
wow. And one because they tied, huh?
So yeah, I bet a lot of people didn't know that, but that probably, I don't know if that raises the national meter for the game, however, but it's the only game that way.
Well, that's acceptable around here anyway. So we'll get straight to it.
Greg Cosell with us at Greg Cosell on Twitter.
Cosell, it's weird to me to see a division opponent this close to the last time you saw him. But how different though is this Colts team, especially offensive line play, now than they were when the Titans saw him a couple weeks ago?
Well, it's a different O-line, and they've gone through some changes and some apparently positive changes since they had their best game of the season this past week against Jacksonville. When they played the Titans the first time, I believe that was week 4, it was Matt Pryor at left tackle. And he's not really a left tackle. They started the season with him, and he struggled. And he's now been moved to right guard. They tried the rookie, I believe, was he a second-round pick, Bernard Ramon? He started on the Thursday night game and then started this past week and was essentially benched for Dennis Kelly, your old friend. And Kelly actually did yeoman's work this week. So their O-line did its best job of the season, played its best game of the season. And it'll be interesting to see if that continues because they have weapons now. And they have big weapons. I mean, the 3 wide receivers are all over, 6'2" and above. Jelani Woods is 6'7" at tight end. Mo Alley Cox is 6'6". And Jonathan Taylor, is he due to be back this week? Do you know?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so now Taylor will be back. And so they have weapons. And, certainly Matt Ryan is a very professional quarterback. So really the key is there's 2 keys, obviously, stop the run and generate pressure on Matt Ryan, which had been happening against the Colts pretty much early this season. But last week, Ryan was not under a whole lot of pressure, or as much pressure as he had been in the past. And he was very good versus blitz and very good on third down.
Was there something they changed, not just better offensive line play, but was there something they changed offensively in scheme or how they did things that helped that too?
Yeah, it's a hard question for me to answer, because I'd really have to just study them and see everything they're specifically doing. But I will say this, when your O-line is playing better, everything about your offense looks better. And obviously they throw the ball a lot, and we'll see if that changes now that Jonathan Taylor is back. But they just looked far more efficient. Ryan has always been, for the most part, he's a pocket quarterback. He's not a mover. He's not a second reaction player, certainly not at this point in his career. And they, when he's comfortable in the pocket, he can deliver the football. And they try to do quick rhythm throws, get the ball out of his hands. So it was a really strong performance overall.
Yeah, I'm anxious to see what they look like with Jonathan Taylor back in the mix, because they were such a run-heavy, run-first kind of team, and they went away with that, obviously, with him not in there, and then completely changed and had success with it. That's what I'm really intrigued to see what that Indianapolis offensive style looks like this week.
Yeah, that'll be interesting because they kind of morphed into a passing team, and they really didn't have the O-line to do that, but that's what they became. But the other factor is when you convert third downs, converting third downs is like when you have good starting pitching in baseball. If you're never converting third downs, you look like a really bad offense. In baseball, if you're down 6-0 in the fourth inning, it looks like you're a bad baseball team. And this week, Ryan was outstanding on third down. He was 11 for 14 for 135 yards and 2 touchdowns. So, when you do that, it really helps your offense and makes it look very rhythmic, and that's what it looked like.
What were those third down numbers?
11 of 14.
Wow. For 135 yards and 2 TDs.
35. Okay.
Did you hear that, Slay?
Who are they playing?
And keep this in mind: the Jaguars blitzed Ryan on 18 of his 58 dropbacks, and which means 5 rushers or more. That's the way it's normally categorized. Coaches will see that differently, but for the purpose of this, it's 5 or more pass rushers. So Ryan, number one, they didn't sack him with the blitz, and he was 13 for 18 for 166 yards, and all 3 of his touchdowns versus blitz.
Wow. Let me ask you this about the secondary of the Titans. If that was the case and you were to let Matt Ryan do his thing, throwing the ball and 40, 50 times a game, going against the Titans, the deep threat to me seems to be the problem with the Titans, being able to cover downfield. He was great at getting the ball out quick, meaning the routes would be shorter.
Correct.
I don't feel the short patterns are a problem for the Titans secondary. So would they be taking advantage of the Achilles heel of the Titans guarding the deep ball?
Well, deep ball is a relative term, Ron, because, obviously, deep like a fade is not really a deep ball. Right. Certain other throws, like even a post, unless you're really waiting and throwing it 60 yards, which Matt Ryan can't do at this point. But deep ball, there's throws that are deeper that would not be considered arm-strain throws. Mm-hmm. But, if you're going to play a rhythmic, first of all, you can almost always get receivers off the line cleanly into a rhythmic pass game. People say, well, just press them. Well, teams do stacks, they do bunches, they do motion, they do those natural rub elements. There's ways to get receivers off the line of scrimmage clean. They love throwing the ball to Pittman on shallow crosses. So what they do is they line him up in such a way formationally where he can't be stopped running a shallow cross unless somebody from the other side, let's say a linebacker, is going to sit there and wait for him. But, there's ways to do that, and teams that like to throw the ball short in quick rhythm throws do that well. And the Colts did that extremely well last week. I don't know how much of that game you saw, or maybe you saw all of it as in preparation for this game, but Pittman caught a ton of in-breaking routes.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
Greg Cosell with us on 3HL. Greg, defensively for Indianapolis, Kwity Paye might not be able to go up front. I'm curious what that does to them. Also, they gave up 243 rush yards to Jacksonville. Have you noticed why they might be struggling there?
Yeah, obviously Shaq Leonard has not been playing, and I don't know what is his status for this week. Have you heard anything?
I think he's listed as limited.
Yeah,
I'll look it up.
In and out of practice,
Hey, I'm always listed as limited too. That's just the way it goes. I think they gave up a big run, and I think a big run always makes the numbers look really bad. I don't think in general they're a bad rush defense. They have good people. I mean, Buckner and Stewart inside are really good. And again, they're going to play a lot of this game in their base defense. So, that's – you normally don't play like that, so that makes it different when you play Tennessee, because Tennessee is going to line up with base personnel more than your average team. But I don't think with the people they put on the field that they're a bad run defense. It's just I think they had one of those games where they gave up the big play to ATN, and I think another one, I can't remember it offhand, and it made the numbers look really, really bad.
So Shaq Leonard limited yesterday, concussion, nose and back, and then he was a full participant today. So
well, then that would probably mean he's going to play, barring any kind of setback. I don't know the rules, but when you come off a concussion, maybe you guys know, I don't think you're allowed to be a full participant unless you've cleared protocol. Is that
That's
true?
Correct. That's correct.
Yeah. So that means he's cleared protocol. So more than likely he's going to play.
Yeah. So what is he as a player?
He's a linebacker for the Colts.
Greg.
Have you guys seen the Airplane movie? Come on. I know it was a long time ago. He's a really good player. And they use him in a lot of different spots. They move him around, at the linebacker position. And he's an aggressive player. He's an attacker. He's very good shooting gaps. He obviously is one of you could easily make the argument in terms of 3 down linebackers that he's one of the 3 or 4 best in the league. You have Fred Warner in that category, Bobby Wagner's in that category, Shaq Leonard, Demario Davis. I mean, there's certain guys. I'm sure I'm missing 1 or 2. I don't want anybody to start getting mad at me on Twitter, but he falls into that category.
Greg, we talked a lot about what the Colts can do offensively and defensively, but when it comes to it, the Titans did beat them last game. And it wasn't too long ago, so you want to take something from that with the ball getting out quick. Now, all we've heard all year and in the preseason, being able to go over there and watch them practice, was the tip drill that they would do with the linemen, that they would do with Big Jeff, Tierra Tart. We also saw it in the Commanders game when they just decided to drop back in coverage 2 or 3 yards and not rush to kind of take away a guy like Carson Wentz being able to sit in the pocket and dissect things and get those breakers and all of that quick passes off. So if that was to be the case, what do you see the strength being of the Titans to be able to not just put their head down and rush, but to be alert of getting their hands up, which last game Tierra Tart had an interception by doing it.
Yeah, I mean, that's how that stuff's coached. I mean, if you're playing a team, you just nailed it. There's not a whole lot more I could say to that. When you're playing a team where you know that the ball's coming out quick, then during the week you're coaching your D linemen to get their hands up. Now, the offensive linemen know that as well, and they try to get to your body, because if you get to the body, the hands go down. I mean, that's just human nature. So, but that's the way it's coached, because if the ball comes out, you're not going to get there. There are certain look, at a 3-step drop, you're not going to get there if you're an Olympic sprinter and you have a free run. So it doesn't matter. So you have to find a way. In the quick game, since you're not going to sack the quarterback, D linemen have to be able to get hands up, and you have to be able to disrupt or take away the routes, because you're not going to get to the quarterback.
Right. And the Titans defense has put them in binds because of, one, the offense not scoring enough in the second half, putting their back against the wall, and 2, giving up those deep passes when you have a team right there on the ropes and about to go 3 and out, but you get some over the top. As of late in these three wins, 22 points, 17 points, 17 points. What are they doing well?
Well, I think that the Titans have physically handled the Colts. They certainly did in the Week 4 matchup. They handled the Colts O-line. The Titans were able to generate consistent pressure on Ryan with just a 4-man D-line. We know that Autry had that sack on 3rd and 8 on what was the Colts' last offensive possession. That was a stunt. Then they were able to do a really good job with their stunts. I think that might have been the first game, too, that Edwards played, and he's been a factor for them. I think that's one area where they've really dominated. They've been physically better up front. And normally, if that's the case, that takes it runs its course over the course of a game. It might not show up in the first quarter or the second quarter, but normally it runs its course, and you start to physically dominate. And I think that's kind of the Titans' MO as well. They like to feel they can do that on both sides of the ball.
Greg Cosell with us at Greg Cosell on Twitter. Greg, great stuff, man. We look forward to this Titans-Colts matchup, and we'll break it all down with you next week.
I look forward to it, guys. Thanks so much.
Thanks, there he is, at Greg Cosell. Best NFL film evaluator in the world.
So that's my thing with the Colts, man. Like, we were talking about it off air. Like, if it was something to scare me more about this matchup, it would be because it's a rivalry. It's not Nathaniel Ryan that's what's going to scare me, because we have seen them be able to adjust the defense. When we saw it, Babs, we were sitting there when it was scrimmage in Tampa Bay, and we were like, man, they're getting the ball out quick. Like, they completing passes, and all of a sudden, the DBs adjusted, and the line stopped blitzing. Stopped rushing the quarterback, and just made contact and got their hands up, and it changed the whole dynamic of that. So it's not like they're about to see something that they haven't seen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And be able to adjust to it. So him getting it out in 2-3 seconds, that don't scare me.
Right, and that's the interesting thing about this matchup, which we talked about. But, like, the success that they had with that quick throw game last week with no run game.
Right.
Well, now you got Jonathan Taylor back. So what do you do?
What happens when you
That's
add
the
that
thing.
in?
Do you
Whereas
go back
the Titans
to
were able to shut him down.
Right. And then funnel everything through the tight end, which isn't, going to break you down with an explosive play necessarily. So
Matt Ryan's passer rating throwing to his tight ends, 151.92.
We sure would love that.
I'm just saying it is.
No, I'm saying when we had Hooper, we thought we were going to get that. But this is
what in the world?
Lord have mercy. We all pointed to it.
It's always, I feel like it's always something with the Titans. It was Adam Humphries.
Yep.
When I'm like, that's the guy that's going to transition this offense. That's the guy. Then he's like gone.
Mm-hmm.
He got concussed by a throw.
We thought it could be Kyle Phillips. He still ain't recovered from that shoulder injury.
No.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Same thing. Like, where's
those guys make the difference in those little short intermediate throws. And then my thing also, too, is like we talk about with the Vols, to keep the ball away from them, and you don't get to do that, and you play from behind by running the ball. Like, we've had success in these last 3 games running the ball with King Henry. If you can run the ball and you got to play out the hole, that's totally different than if it was the Vols scoring in 6 plays or 3 plays and you get the ball back. If it's a 13-play drive and you run the ball and you got to play catch-up like that, that's a different kind of pressure, man.
Broadcasting live from Buffalo Wild Wings in Hermitage, the Ron Slay Miller Lite Wash Away Toast is coming up next.
Uh-oh. I got to get something ready.
If you're in the building, you get a Miller Lite for free.
Ron Slay stays ready.
We'll be right back. 38 1045 The Zone. Brentwood Jewelry, that's where you need to go for any of your gifting responsibilities. I love going to see Brandon Amamali and Salem and everybody down at Brentwood Jewelry. They are awesome people. So much fun to talk with them. And I need some I'm actually going to go see them really soon because I have multiple watches that need batteries. So they always help me out with that. They can help you out with anything gifting-wise that you need. We all have gifting responsibilities throughout the course of the year, and you need a jeweler to help you out. And the Amamali family at Brentwood Jewelry certainly can do that. BrentwoodJewelry.com is the website. Nashville's premier timepiece dealer, Brentwood Jewelry. Not only do they have the best selection in watches, they're also the go-to spot for pre-owned Rolexes as well, both vintage and current models. You can own a pre-owned Rolex for a fraction of the cost. Every watch has been meticulously serviced to ensure the highest level of performance and is presented with a 2-year warranty. They're also hiring, so if you're looking for a career change, maybe you just love jewelry. Brentwood Jewelry is hiring for full and part-time sales positions. You can go work for an amazing family-owned business in a fast-paced, fun work environment surrounded by beautiful, one-of-a-kind jewelry pieces. They will train you. Call or stop in. Ask for Brandon, 7012 Church Street in the heart of Brentwood, just off Franklin Road. Exceptional style, exceptional deals every day for more than 50 years. Visit BrentwoodJewelry.com.
What's up, people? You know what it is. This is me, Ron Slay, man, and we got to make this real simple for you because I think you're going to miss a couple things if you don't pay attention. Red dog, wine and spirits, man. You hear the dog barking. You got to get in there. You got to go Try it before you buy. It's one of the only places that you can do this at, and that is 1031 Riverside Drive right there in Franklin, people. If you don't want to get in there, you are losing your mind. But you do have the opportunity for a curbside if you want to get Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grizzly, or come inside to visit the store for the latest selections. Red Dog will take care of you. I promise you that. It's next to Publix off of Highway 96. You can't miss it. Now, you also always ask about the tasting bar. Today, the tasting bar kind of went over. It's 2 to 4, but you would have had J.K. Williams whiskey tasting. It would have been right there phenomenal for you. You can still get in there and try it. Friday, I'll let you know, and you can follow them on Red Dog News, Red Dog WS on Instagram for updates. Saturday, not special tastings, but you can go in and try before you buy. Hey, you might see me in there on Saturday, so you can come and try something with me. One thing you got to know is Red Dog got you.
I'll tell you where you'll see me on Saturday. Actually not this Saturday, maybe Monday. Moments Peace Salon and Day Spa. And maybe you are wanting to look ahead at gifts. Maybe you want to make sure that you get the perfect holiday gift coming up. Maybe you have somebody's birthday coming up. And Moments Peace Salon and Day Spa. Every single person out there loves spa gifts. Any mom, wife, sister, aunt, you name it, daughter would love a spa gift. They're probably overdue for a spa day, and a Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa can help you out there. They have over 10 services, all under the same place. Massages and manicures and pedicures and sunless tanning and waxing. They do spa parties, too, by the way. If you're interested in that, get a whole group of girls together, and you can get facials. They have a hair salon there, makeup, you name it. A Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa can do it. If you want to gift a spa day to somebody, gift cards available 24/7 on their website, amomentspeace.com, or you can always call them 615-224-0770, 224-0770. Go visit a Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa, the intersection of Carruthers Parkway and Bakersbridge Avenue in Cool Springs.
3HL 1045, The Zone. Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay. We are in Hermitage. Buffalo Wild Wings. That's where we are.
Yeah.
People are eating wings, and they're drinking beer, and they're drinking Vizzy.
Yep.
Because there's samples.
There's full here.
Yeah, full beers. Yep.
And full Vizzies.
I see shot glasses around here somewhere. Some of them are empty, some of them aren't.
Yep, who knows? Don't really matter.
Before we do the Miller Lite Wash Away Toast, CJ's got a name for you to draw. And this is this is straight out CJ's box. This is another Titans t-shirt.
All right, this one right here, this winner is Joy Walls. Joy Walls, come on down.
You're the next contestant.
That's right. You're the next contestant on CJ's box.
We'll find Joy, and then you'll do the Wash Away Toast, and then we'll do another drawing because we got a lot to give away, man. T-shirts, pullovers, gift cards, Titans Colts tickets, Titans Broncos tickets. A lot going on. All right, so we got the good people here at Buffalo Wild Wings, and it's time to move toward the weekend. And it is time for the Miller Lite Ron Slay Wash Away Toast.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you got a bill, put it in the aisle. This right here we do every week. Shout out to Buffalo Wild Wings. Shout out to Miller Lite for giving us this Wash Away Toast. Last week was a bye week, so we ain't got much to wash away, but UT did play. So, you know what I mean? Instead of washing that win away, we're going to wash Alabama away. You know what I'm saying? Let them wash away in their little tears since they keep on crying and talking about the referees and all this, who we paid. Don't worry about who we paid. You got money, too. You pay somebody. But outside of that, man, Titans, we got to go get a victory. We got this rival coming back up. They keep talking about Matt Nathaniel Ryan. We know he ain't nothing, but, hey, we're going to respect it until we go on and spank him up and send him on back on that little baby coat. We'll smack the coat on the butt, make him get on up. By the time he get up there, he might turn into a donkey. Other than that, here we go, man. This is to wash away all the tears, the victories, and everything else. Shout out to my homeboy, Taz in the building, Andy back with us. Plenty of love. Appreciate y'all coming out. Wash it away. Tighten up on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Boom. That was the loudest
That was the
post-toast celebration.
I love it.
We need everything.
Hey, props to Andy, too. What is it, 62 days? Did you say 62 days? 62 days for Andy.
My dog, baby, got him back rocking with us.
He's drinking tea over there.
Yeah. Let me drink everything else.
Wait till now you're drinking for you and Andy?
There you go.
Good to have you
A lot of
back.
water during the week, baby.
Hey, 3HL, one big happy family.
Come on, that's what we do, man. That's what we do.
All right, so you washed away Alabama?
Oh, yeah. Now, it was more so they tears that got put in my cup. Cup full of tears. Oh, excuse me. See, I took the mic away that time.
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Now we, producer Hunk appreciates that. Now we have another. CJ, what are you doing with your box, man?
Man, just playing around with it, man. Come on.
Got another name. Another name. This is for a. What?
Oh, yeah, I got this one, too.
What is that? That ain't no pullover.
It's a polo.
Oh, polo.
Hey, man, wait a minute now.
You can't
this right? No,
you
I
can't
can read
win
this.
twice.
Oh, yeah. Marlene Rollins, come on down. You're the next winner on CJ's box giveaway. Marlene Rollins.
Hey, shout out to the ladies in the 3HL crew.
Man, they're heavy in the game.
All 3 winners today so far have been of
I
the
need
female
to lay eyes on Marlene, though. I need to lay eyes on her.
You don't believe that Marlene exists? You just handed
Why
me.
you think I say that?
You think,
Marlene OG.
Okay. I don't know.
Marlene, I hope you're here. If you're not, if you listening, shout out to you, Marlene.
Game 2 of the ALCS tonight, 6:37 p.m. Severino for the Yankees. Fromber Valdez for the Stros. 17-6. Fromber Valdez, 2.82 ERA. 7-3, 3.18 ERA for Severino. Valdez has won 5 of his last 6. Well, the Astros have won 5 of his last 6 starts. He is 0-1 against the Yankees this year. Houston lost 7-6 in June. Yankees have lost 2 out of their last 3 with Severino on the mound. and he is 0-2 against the Houston Astros this year.
Babsy has the same look that I had.
Do we need another winner?
No.
We just want to see her. Shout out to her. I didn't.
I just figured out her birth date.
Oh. I didn't see that part.
See?
Oh, okay. All right.
She's an OG.
That's what I'm saying. We would have noticed her come in. That's all I'm saying.
Babs noticed the date, but then had to get out the calculator to figure out.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
The age.
Like I want to. Hey, did Marlene text CJ and tell him to put his name in the box or something? Like, I would have saw that.
I'm about to go find her.
What, Kirby?
Maybe it was left over.
Paul Mason's going to kill us for this segment.
I know. Let's take a break.
Yeah. Happy hour
5
coming up
o'clock hour
next.
coming up.
We'll be right back. Gina's Pizzeria. That's a restaurant you need to try in the Franklin area if you're out running around coming up this weekend. Make sure you go try the pizza. It is absolutely phenomenal. New York style pizza, but they've got tons of menu items. In fact, they've got specialty pizza as well. The lasagna pizza is absolutely amazing. It'll blow your mind. The Nona's chicken pizza, the Italian beef pizza, all of it is so, so good. And their pizza considered New York style, so it's enough. It's thin enough to not be all doughy, but hearty enough to carry unique toppings. You can try their one-of-a-kind, as I mentioned, lasagna pizza, or keep it lighter with the Nona's chicken pizza. They've got all of the Italian dishes that you would possibly want, and they've got a Chicago Italian beef sandwich. You need to try it. I had one like a month ago for lunch. I saw it come by my table. So I immediately switched from pizza to the Italian beef, and it was phenomenal, man. And I've had Chicago Italian beef. I know what I'm talking about there. And they are super good at Gina's Pizzeria. 3046 Columbia Avenue. That is the Kroger Target Shopping Center. If you're familiar with Franklin, you know where that is. 3046 Columbia Avenue, Gina's Pizzeria. Check them out online. All your catering needs, maybe for your tailgate, they can hook you up. GinaSStonefiredItalian.com.
Hey, Grizzlies, 1-0, right? Maybe you want to jump in and tip off the Grizzlies season with FanDuel, America's #1 sports book. New customers, you can get $150 in free bets guaranteed. Place your first bet, your first $5 bet. Use promo code DAWN, DAWN, at sign up, and that's how you can make it happen. Plus, all customers get 3 months of NBA League Pass when they make a $5 bet on the NBA. That's courtesy of FanDuel, and then you can watch all of the action as you bet on everything from the money line to point spreads to totals, and you get paid instantly when you win. Don't miss your chance to get $150 in free bets plus 3 months of NBA League Pass. Promo code DAWN. Make every moment more with FanDuel, official sportsbook partner of the Memphis Grizzlies, the 1-0 Memphis Grizzlies. You got to be 21 and older and present in Tennessee. New customers, first online real money wager only, $10 deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable free bets. Expire in 14 days. Existing customers, $5 NBA wager required. Limit 1 pass per customer. Across both offers, restrictions apply. Void where prohibited. Full terms for both offers. Sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Tennessee Redline 1-800-889-9789. NBA League Pass. Local blackout restrictions apply.
Yeah.
Good evening from the Superbook.com sports desk. I'm Joe Hunk. Titans and Colts. Injury report is out. Second one of the week. Not much has changed for the Titans, but Torrey Carter still has that neck injury. He was limited yesterday, did not practice today. Both Bud Dupree and Amani Hooker both were full participants again today. For the Colts, you had Kwity Paye, who was out yesterday. He was also out today. He may not be playing on Sunday, but Shaq Leonard as well as Jonathan Taylor, both of them were limited yesterday. They were back to being a full participant today, and so was Nyheim Hines and Deion Jackson. Full participants, they all should be good to go for the Sunday matchup with the Titans. For all your foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Vols, flagship station for your Tennessee Titans and home to 3HL. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Hey, we got nice.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. What up, Nashville? Thursday edition. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. We got a big football weekend going up. It is the battle for first place. The winner of the Titans-Colts game will be alone in first place in the AFC South.
Again.
We got serious business to take care of. Don Davenport is here. Ron Slay is here. We'll get to the intros in just a little bit, but we've got important things to discuss with the doctor.
Uh-oh.
The Music City Miracle Man, Kevin Dyson. Dr. Dyson joins us now on 3HL. Doc, what's up?
What's going on, VFLs? Congratulations on the big
Yeah.
win.
I was just going to say, man, when it comes to miracles, man, did Dr. Dyson come up here, man, and sprinkle the UT football with the miracle potion, man, and then get on out of town like Santa Claus in the night?
I like to believe I had them kind of skills, but I was at home on my couch, and my boys played right after and had a big win, too. So I was having a good football weekend.
Hey, yes, sir.
Dr. Dyson, the Colts game is coming up. I'm curious, from a player perspective, how big is the challenge in playing a divisional opponent this quickly after you played them the first time?
Man, I was always amazed at and intrigued at what the game plan was going to be like the second time around. And then year after year, especially when there's not a lot of turnover, coach staffs are the same, players are somewhat the same. How you maneuver your game plan to be successful, put your guys when they know each other so well. That always intrigued me, even as a player. And so now as a fan, as a person watching, I like to look at what are we doing consistently that was successful the first time around that you do the next. Because you're always trying to find an advantage, right? That's what you do when you look at film. And there's always a familiarity. Now, injuries aside, you might game plan a little different. Some of your plays are a little different. But from a player standpoint, it is whatever you call, I have to execute to that nth degree because he knows me a little bit better than maybe playing a non-divisional opponent or non-conference opponent one time in that year that doesn't know me as well, might not have that same familiarity as the guy like the Colts or the Texans or the Jaguars might. So it is more about that execution, the individual play on every different snap because we have to be somewhat more precise because of familiarity. There's some gimmicks. There might be some things that you held on to that first time around that you might want to do the second time around, knowing it's coming right back around. And you say, okay, we got out here with a win. We didn't have to use that play as kind of our get-out-of-jail-free card, so to speak. And now we still have that in our deck of cards that we can pull out in case of emergency. And when you got a divisional opponent, opportunity, as you mentioned, to be first place, you best believe both teams, now just tell you, both teams have some things in their pocket they're ready to unleash to try to get this win.
So as a receiver, you study tendencies of defensive backs, there's no question, right? And so when it's a divisional opponent, you know even more about them, and so you've got to be even more precise on what it is you're doing because they know you exceptionally well, right?
Absolutely, and more so even from the individual battles. I looked at like concepts down the distance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, if I'm looking at how that linebacker drops, if he's slow in his drop, if he poke his head in the backfield a little too long, I can creep here. And I'm looking at that corner. If he look in the backfield a little too long, he like to peek back there. If he's susceptible to a double move more so or less, how is his hip transition? Can I run right by him? Do I need to come off 3/4 speed, shoulders tilted as forward? You know what I mean? I just like little things that you try to look and try to find the advantage on a guy across from you, or just from a scheme standpoint, thinking about formationally how things. If I'm in the slot and they got this linebacker over top of me, man, I got to be a little more aggressive. He like to really bump receivers off their route, whereas another guy may just flash bump you, trying to be more concerned about getting to his drop as opposed to another guy. So, there's all those kind of intricacies of the game that you really try to focus in on and try to be, like you talked about, Brent, more precise and detail-oriented when you play a team second time around. And uniquely enough, for this one in particular, there's not that big of a turnaround. It's not like – it's a quick turnaround. It's not like you play them in, say, week 2 and again like week 16. This is pretty quick, a turnaround in top two teams within the division.
Dr. Kevin Dyson with us at KT Dyson 87. All right, give us what you see with Matt Ryan, because it's interesting what they were able to do against Jacksonville without Jonathan Taylor. They went quick pass game. He threw it 58 times or whatever it was. They completely changed who they are and what they do. With him back in the mix, I guess, on Sunday, do you think they revert back to what they were, or do you think they found some things in that quick pass game?
I think it's a little bit of everything. I think you obviously show that Matty Ice is still give him time, give him opportunity, put him in the right sort of type of situation. He's still an effective quarterback. I think a lot of people look at quarterbacks as they're on that downslide for whatever reason, but if they can still throw that pill, that's why you see people with quarterbacks can play to late 30s, 40 years old, because they can still spin it, right? He can spin it. Now, every quarterback, you get him off his spot, you put that pressure on him, they all become somewhat average, if you will, and the average is whatever that is for your standards. But from a guy like Matty Ice, who's had a lot of success in his league, you give him time. He's a good quarterback, man. He's hard to deal with. And you add a running back like that can help alleviate that, give him some more time, create some stuff in the passing game as far as play action and flash fakes and things of that nature. He could be extremely dangerous. And again, it goes back to discipline, eye discipline, assignment discipline, things of that nature. I'm sure Vrabel's been sharing the same stuff all week. You got to be disciplined in what you do, because a guy like Matty Ice, if you make mistakes, he is good enough to make you pay for him.
I love that. Sorry, Dice. I just see Slay over here. He's not a Matt Ryan fan. I wouldn't even. Fan's not even the word.
Who?
I'm sorry, Nathaniel. Whatever. Anyway, and my point is, look at what he was able to do last week when that line did protect him. He wasn't sacked.
Yeah.
He wasn't touched, and so.
Right.
With that,
Right.
Slay's
Yeah,
just
Katie,
like,
why you
I'm just
right.
digging in.
Right. This ain't no
But-
doctor speak. But
No,
hey, listen, he knows what he's
Don's
talking
point,
about.
To Don's point, I can play quarterback. You let me just sit back there and throw. I don't have the same kind of arm strength. But if you just let him back there play 7-on-7,
Very true.
every quarterback's
Very
going to be
true.
good.
Very true.
Where does that try this Titans defense the most?
Well, the pass rush. The pre-practicing this week, that helps. Hopefully he's aggressive and physical. Conditioning is going to be concerned if he plays. You got to be able to. You got to get him off his spot. You got to be able to get him uncomfortable in that pocket. If you let him get comfortable, you letting a guy in his late 30s throw 50-something times in a game. He was comfortable. There wasn't a whole lot of static. He was just back there, just like I said, playing 7-on-7. If you're gonna let any one of these quarterbacks, I don't care from your number 1 rated quarterback to that 32nd rated quarterback. I don't care who you consider within those rankings. You let them just sit back there. All of them are drafted, and all of them are in the league for a reason. You let them sit back there, no pressure, no hands on them. Their jerseys is clean. They're all good, right? Now, there's some that are better on the pressure. There's some that you're more concerned with. Like, you put pressure on Lamar Jackson, you better be ready to suffer the consequences if you don't get to him, because he can turn a scramble into an 80-yard touchdown. Now Matt Ryan, he ain't that same type of dude. So you're not necessarily concerned with that. So he's going to be on the spot. You just got to get to him. And Fortunately for the Colts last week, they was able to protect him knowing that he's going to be getting into the football and make plays.
See, I think Dr. Dyson's on point with a lot of this, honestly. Like, I've kind of held back here. I think Matt Ryan can be a problem, right, Dawn?
Yes.
Flag on the play. Flag on the play. Flag on the play.
Hey,
Dr. Dyson.
Slim literally just threw a flag on the play.
That's all that is.
Dr. Dyson,
These are my flags.
This is my guy. This is my guy. Dr. Dyson is my guy. Let me go and break this down for my guy. Let me get him to answer this. In the Washington Commanders game, it was another guy that I referred to by the name of Nathaniel, and that was Carson Wentz. Now, through this entire game, Wentz played, all the way till zeros was on the clock. Wentz played a really, really good game. All the Titans, we actually had David Long on last week, David Long Jr. All the Titans had to do was wait. You got to be patient enough to let them be Nathaniel, though. You can't force a Nathaniel. You just got to sit back and watch them be a Nathaniel. And that's what they did. And what did Wentz do at the end of that game? Not there you go. And guess what, though, KD? Not once. He did it twice. He just lucky Big Jeff was about to pick that off, and TL jumped in the way and knocked it down. The next play after
that's
David
what he
Long,
does.
That's what he does.
Yeah.
He deletes them in deflections.
Tell me you're not comparing Wentz to Matt Ryan.
At their career now, yes, I am. They both Nathaniels. He did a good job, too.
Doctor?
He did a good job, too. Hold on. I'm setting it up for him.
All right.
And then David Long picked it off. So in this case right here, you have to be, like you said, do the right things up front. Don't let them sit back there and throw. Put the right amount of pressure. And one thing that we have that the Colts don't have is a guy named Danico Autry, who plays with a humongous chip on their shoulder, who will force this O-line to give it up and make this guy back there, Nathaniel Ryan, move off his spot. And guess what we got then? Ooh, ABC, so easy as 1, 2, 3. It just got to sit there, baby. It's like fundamentals, man. You teaching. You got a whole school you got to teach. KD, tell them people be patient.
Your turn.
I like the optimism. I love it. Go ahead.
Yeah, she can't say nothing. She can't say nothing, Dr. Dyson. You waiting on her, but she can't give you nothing. The reason why, because the man ain't Nathaniel. I keep on trying to tell these people, man. I done told Mikey, I done told Red B, I done told Bully is the only one that I got on my side that's saying, Slay, you keep on telling these people, and guess what? I get texts flooded through my phone when the game's going on, and guess what they say? Man, you said he wasn't nothing. And I keep telling them, man, I told y'all. When y'all gonna believe it? Hey, you can't even put bulletin board material on there. You remember the movie? What's the name of the movie where it wasn't the program when the kid he was the running back and he put his report card in his helmet. He had to meet the his girlfriend's dad that day.
That was
like,
look,
that was the program.
It was the program.
Yeah, that was the program. Yeah.
I told them you can write all this down for Matt Ryan and he can put it in his helmet. It still ain't gonna help him. The man ain't nothing. He don't need bulletin board material. Put it down, blueprint copy, put it in his helmet. It still ain't gonna sink in, KD. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I'm gonna say this to Don's point. If I had to draft quarterback A is Matt Ryan, quarterback B is Carson Wentz, I'm going with quarterback A. I'm just going to say it like that.
No, me too.
What an awful position to be in.
No, KD. So this is what I don't want people to get twisted. We got to go to break, but I don't want them to get twisted that I'm saying the man is Nathaniel for his career.
No,
he getting Hall of Fame.
Right.
I'm tipping my hat Hall of Fame career.
You're saying
what
right now.
I'm saying right now since the 28-3 lockdown. If you go and look at what Atlanta has going on, and Bab said, his O-line was terrible. And his O-line was paid up here and this, that, and the other. Mariota having a field day down there.
Right.
You're talking about
not exactly,
Dice.
but yeah.
No, I mean,
Dice.
they're winning. They're winning.
They're
They're winning.
We're talking.
He don't even have Calvin Ridley. Babs, he don't even have Cordell Patterson. See, me and Babs go at this all day, KD. Ain't he? She threw the flag at me, Babs. She threw the flag. She threw the flag at me.
We're talking Dice. We're talking about a quarterback who now has 4 fourth-quarter comebacks in the first 6 games of his time with the Colts, and 3 game-winning drives. I mean, it's not like you better.
KD,
you
hold
better
on,
respect
KD.
him.
Hold on, KD. Here, Flag on her. I threw a red flag on her, so she got to be quiet. Guess what, KD? This all I'm telling you. The reason he got so many comebacks, KD, you know why? Because he the one putting them in the hole. He the one putting them in the hole. He got to do something to get him out.
I like how you spin data. I like how you spin data. You need to come look at my data at my school, man. I like how you spin that.
Everybody going to be successful, KD. You messing with me.
Oh, man. All right, Dr. Dyson, thanks for the visit.
Hey, I appreciate y'all, man. Hey,
all right.
Sorry, Dr. Dyson.
You can catch Dr. Dyson with Will Bowling following the game on 104.5 The Zone. Man, there were so many flags thrown during that segment. I don't even know what's going on.
It's serious, though.
Hey, we'll get into Titans Colts again when we come back live from Buffalo Wild Wings in Hermitage, 3HL 104.5 The Zone.
Take a flag.
Let's talk to Rivers Ford. The 2023 model year Fords are out. And as always, you can count on Two Rivers to make purchasing a 2023 Ford fast, easy, and fun. So many ways to shop. Stop by the dealership. They are just east of the airport in Mount Juliet. Reach out by phone, 1-800-900-1000, or head to tworiversford.com. Check out their inventory or custom order the exact Ford you want. F-150, Bronco, Explorer, Escape, Expedition. They will make sure that you get what you want for a price that is well below MSRP, and that goes for custom orders as well. Been around since 1983, and we know what they do for our Middle Tennessee community, but did you know Two Rivers Ford is nationally renowned, too? Top 40 sales volume dealership in the country, and that's out of almost 3,000 dealerships. That's why they're able to sell at great prices, right? A-plus rating from the Better Business Bureau. Reach out. They're awesome. So many great people that work at Two Rivers Ford. Go see for yourself. See what everybody is talking about. Two Rivers Ford, powered by Ford, driven by people.
What it is, man, this is me, Ron Slade. Listen, I'm going to give you this right now. You got to listen to 3HL every day, especially on game days, man, because I'm giving you out the parlay, and we're going to see if we make it happen tonight. Now, Superbook Sports is who I'm riding with. You understand that. Superbook TN, Superbook Sports, you can see it all in all. Go and follow them on the social media, and you can keep up with them, or just follow me, and I'll put it out there. You don't need to be at the game to enjoy football this fall. You can put Vegas right there in the palm of your hand. How you do it? What you do is download the Superbook Sports app or visit superbook.com and start placing your bets right now. You got the game going on tonight. You got the Saints. You got them versus Arizona. Now, this is going to be a doozy, people. You know, it ain't been good energy on these Thursday night games, but we going to capitalize off of it. So this is your parlay. You getting it right now if you're listening. I'm taking Arizona -2.5. You know that? Yeah. Take them -2.5, man, and then jump on it. Listen to the rest of 3HL to get the parlay. Get in the action right now with Superbook Sports. Visit superbook.com for terms and conditions. Gambling problem, call 1-800-889-9789. Book it.
The happy hour continues on 3HL. Happy hour headline presented by Kickstand Cocktails, Real Spirits, Crushable Spice. As we roll through the 5 o'clock hour of the Thursday show, it's almost Friday again, man.
Man, that fast.
I know, and we've got a couple of things to give away. So here's what, listen, come to the Buffalo Wild Wings shows.
You have to.
And come to the scoreboard shows because we have tons of things to give away. So we've given away 2 T-shirts and a pullover, right?
Yep.
Give it away now.
Yep.
Now we've got 2 gift cards to give away, thanks to Kelly and Buffalo Wild Wings. These are for $50. So $25 for drinks, $25 for food, or $50 for food.
Yep.
It's clearly written on the gift card. So you can figure it out there.
You ready?
We've got 2 winners. You've already drawn names. What do you got?
The first winner is on CJ's Box of Goodies, John Hunter.
John Hunter, you win a gift card. Who's your next one?
The next winner is Edward
Doherty.
Adam. Edward Adam. Hey, see,
I know Big Eddie.
Yep. Uh-huh. There you go, baby.
EA, right
Lock
there.
it down. There it is.
All right, so John Hunter, Edward Adam, good job. Thanks for coming.
Show enough on the
We've
show.
got Titans, Colts tickets to give away. We've got Titans, Broncos tickets to give away. Make sure you get your name in the box, and you can get it done.
That easy.
So Dr. Dyson was talking about Matt Ryan, and Dawn is right about Matt Ryan. If you give him time, he will pick you apart.
Yes.
He will.
No, but what?
He
You
did
don't,
it.
you
He
don't
did it.
disagree with
No,
that.
that's what I
He
was saying.
did it against the Titans. The Titans got the big lead. Matt Ryan picked them apart. They came back. But that, to your point, that's what he has to do because he falls behind.
And my whole thing is that's not what they want to do. That's why, like what y'all was saying earlier.
No, they want to run the football.
Yeah, and that's what that's what I'm saying. That's why
They wanted Derrick Henry it.
See,
there you go.
See, they might be confused now. Maybe there's some debate over there in those offices.
That's why it's so relevant to what y'all was saying.
Having
Like,
an
you know what I
identity
mean?
crisis.
Yeah, identity crisis.
You got Jonathan Taylor coming back. What you gonna do?
If you have Jonathan Taylor healthy,
He's getting the ball 25
there should
times.
be no identity crisis.
Exactly. When they tied the game against Houston, he carried it 30-plus times.
But don't you think that, like, in somebody's head and mouth over there, they're like, hey, man, we threw it 58 times, and Matt Ryan looked great, and we moved the ball, and we scored 38 points or whatever it was.
Yeah, but until everybody looks at the sheet and what people get paid and, like, what we got him right here for, like, what is, like.
You know what I did? Last night watching the Grizzlies game, I did that. I pulled up all the contracts because I was trying to figure out why some people were
in the
playing.
game? Yeah, why they in the game? Yep, it's early. See, in
'Cause they
basketball,
do
they're trying to get the rotation together.
No, I know.
Mm-hmm.
But, like,
First 20
Conchar
games,
started last night.
Yeah.
I like him, but
He gonna.
You talking about the Grizzlies?
Yep. See, without Jarris Jackson, that's why he started.
I know.
If
And
he wasn't in.
he's a good player. I really like him. My kid really likes him.
Yeah.
But the problem with the Grizzlies last night is that it was a 4-point line and they won by 3.
They killed us in overtime.
Tyus Jones had 2 free throw attempts, up by 3 to get it to 5 at the end of the game, and everybody could go home happy and a winner.
Can't depend on Duke.
And
in
the
league.
82% free throw shooter missed both of them.
Yeah, can't depend on Duke.
And I lost $20.
And that's what it comes down to. That's why he's so
That's
passionate
right.
about it right there.
But look,
Well, yeah.
if you look at what
You're damn right. You're damn right, Babs.
If we-
That was a loss to me.
If I say Colts, who's the first name to come to mind
Peyton Manning.
Jonathan Taylor?
outside of retired guys, like
Like current.
Johnny Unitas.
current guys on this team?
Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor,
Hines.
without question. But like you
No,
know what I mean?
it's Taylor.
Outside, ain't no question about it.
He's got to get the ball.
You have to.
I'm just saying, last week, they won.
Like, he's not even a decoy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not even a guy that we don't even need to do play action with. Give him the ball. He is that dynamic. Like, I just don't know how you take it unless you're down 14-0.
Right.
Let's
You got a
go.
different ballgame.
Let's get the people in here.
Okay.
Need to hear from the 3HL crew. X in Nashville. X, what's up?
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we got you, X. We got you, X.
Oh shit, my bad. I just had to say about this what y'all call him, Nathaniel. Listen,
Yeah, Matt Nathaniel Ryan.
Yeah, I'm on your train because listen, he's a good football player. Don't get me wrong, great quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
But ain't nobody talking about what happened in the Super Bowl a couple of years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like he good. You give him time, he gonna make it. But it's always a fourth quarter. He gonna mess up. He gonna do something real stupid.
Gotta be
and then we
patient.
gonna take it off. And he gonna do it this Sunday too. Y'all have a good day.
Yeah, it is, X. I feel exactly what he's saying. And, like, listen, man.
Hey, X marks the spot when Matt Ryan's in the pocket.
And, like, it does because he ain't moving off of it. He move off of it, he might fall down on his own. That's all I'm saying.
You could tell there were a couple of times where, like, you don't even have to look and see where he is. Like,
You know.
Big Jeff just went to where he
That's
was going
what
to be.
I'm telling
like,
you.
you just know.
And don't think for 1 second. I know they made a lot of changes on their offensive line.
Right.
But towards the end of that
That
game,
have helped.
that have helped tremendously. Towards the end of that game, Danico Autry was attacking, bull rushing guys and taking them, putting them in the lap. I don't know
Listen.
how you change to defend that.
Right.
You know what
So
I'm saying?
if we're doing a show in Indianapolis, we're not talking about whether or not Matt Ryan can beat you. We're probably not talking about Ryan Tannehill and how he can beat you.
we're talking about this front line.
I would talk about Danico Autry.
Without question.
That guy is a problem against the Colts.
Mm-hmm.
He is mad, dude, against them.
Still.
Still,
It's like when
yeah.
Albert Haynesworth used to play South Carolina.
Yep.
I mean,
Or be in a contract year.
yes, that.
Yeah.
When he was the best defensive tackle season in the history of defensive tackles.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Problem.
unreal to watch.
And so Bud Dupree back, I mean, that's a problem for the Colts. Just looking at it from a Colts perspective. Amani Hooker back kind of shores up what you do in the secondary as well, because
It's huge.
not having him
Yeah.
next to Byard, that puts strain on Byard, that puts strain on everybody else. So that's huge.
Play with more
And that
freedom. too.
puts people trying to do things that
There
they don't
you
need to
go.
be trying to do.
There you go.
You have somebody there you trust and
Yep.
you have something there with, and that helps.
Right. And the Colts have one of the best offensive linemen in football, theoretically. Big Jeff made him look like, and Danico Autry, made him look like a rent-a-player. So you know he's going to be ready to go.
Yep.
So I'm anxious about all those matchups too. I mean, it goes beyond Matt Ryan, but if you get pressure on Matt Ryan, the Colts don't have a chance.
See, if I'm Colts station, what am I talking about? I'm talking about Derrick Henry, right? And what they have to do to make sure the Titans don't score. And they did not handle the ground game last week at all against Jacksonville.
Yep.
I mean, gave up 243 yards on the ground. And so if I'm in Indianapolis, that's what I'm talking about. If I'm a Colts fan, like, hey, we just gave up over 240 yards on the ground, and now we have the king, Derrick Henry, coming in
Yep.
off a bye.
Off a bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about if I'm the Colts.
And you know what else, Babs? And we ain't talked about this all year because it's not been anything to really talk about. But going into that bye, in order to counter what the Commanders were doing, like, I'm going to be real, Downing had to go in his bag a little bit. Whoever was calling the plays, had to go into his bag and break away from the norm of what they were doing. Like, you talked about it when we had, I think, Coach Mack or Cosell, somebody on, when you were talking about using the disguise to fake it to Henry and then hitting it on the backside for a screen. And I say Hines.
I kept wondering, like, what were they setting up by throwing the ball to Henry so much? And it came down to a touchdown play. It was a scoring chunk play to Darius. And they faked the screen to the right, went back to the left, touchdown.
Yeah. So you got to throw all that into the mix offensively. Defensively, I don't know how you really answer when we were talking about 3 weeks ago when we had the bully on, we were at MTSU, and he was saying, man, the reason we were able to roam so free and do the things we did is because the guys up front just dominated.
Right.
These last 2 games, not even counting the third game, the 2 games, the defensive line actually dominated up front, which made David Long and those guys, we even saw Dylan Cole in there making plays, like it let them be free and get their hands off of them. So if you got that opportunity, I don't know how you defend that, man. I just don't know. When you get manhandled, that's getting hit in the mouth. Your plans change. So I think the plans change for the coach. What are the plans? I don't got a clue. I just do know Taylor is back, and we do a good job against the run. You put the ball in Tannehill's Nathaniel's hand, and you leave it up to him. And if you can sit back and wait, you got something good to me. That's just me. But and you said something great. If Amani comes back, Byard comes back. We ain't really seen Byard since the Oakland game, impact-wise, pop off the screen. Of course he's made plays. I'm not saying that. He's got people in positions, made great tackles, but them winning plays, like we were talking about him lurking with Waller and setting that up to get an interception early in the game, getting an interception, all that was in – Hooker was in the game.
Yeah.
So you play differently, like you said, Bab.
Yeah, and I don't know that I did a great job explaining what I meant there. But with Hooker back in there, Byard doesn't have to worry about everyone else's responsibility.
No, you explained it right. No,
right?
I was reiterating. Yeah,
no,
you did
and,
it right.
And
yeah.
so I think you're right there. Like I think that frees him up to be the player that he is.
Yeah. Yep.
And not have to be three different guys.
That's the all pro.
Yeah.
That's what that do. You
So
know what I'm saying?
Shaquille Leonard on record saying he loves to go against Derrick Henry. He wants to smoke.
I tell you this. If I'm his teammate and he would have got on there and said something else, I ain't your teammate. It's that simple. You better say that. You know what I mean? But we all know on this side of the tracks, when Derrick Henry coming downhill, man, you don't do nothing but turn into a meatball, man. You just roll up and then turn into a little meatball on the ground. You know how you make meatballs? Let me tell you something about my Italian roots.
Oh, here we go.
Your Italian roots. You're making me hungry with your analogy.
I'm just saying,
Italian
man.
roots.
I'm just saying. I'm telling you about my Italian roots, man. You know what I mean? You get the ground beef, man, and you roll it up. You know what I'm saying? It ain't the little meatballs you get out the freezer where they already meatball. You got to create a meatball. You understand? So King Henry is creating meatballs when he sees Shaq Leonard out there. The man just rolling out. I'm just saying. Just leave him right there on the field. The man got up last year and looked at Derrick Henry and patted him on the back and said, "Thank you. I like meatballs. Thank you." I lay down here and be a meatball. Shaq, since you like changing your name, Meatball Leonard. That's going to be his name. We got Matt Nathaniel Ryan and Shaq Meatball Leonard.
I really thought Davenport was about to throw a flag on you.
I am. Karen, should I throw the flag on that one?
No, you're not a Colts fan.
Oh, that was a weak throw.
You almost went in my beard.
the meatball analogy.
That's what it is. You ain't seen the ground beef when you get it and roll it up? That's how they make the real meatballs. No, Babs, that's Shaq Leonard.
15 yards.
Wait, are you putting like onions and green peppers in there too, like your grandma?
Little parsley, you know what I mean? Like, hey, man, like, I ain't going to tell y'all my secrets now. You know what I mean?
You just put a bunch of...
No. Hey, man, Monte Granaro, man. Hey, shout out to Restaurante de Diale. Hey, they already told me, man, don't give these secrets away, man.
Oh, that's right, you did.
I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all think I'm up here just talking.
You forgot he played in the
Italian roots.
Listen, man,
I'm like, what your Italian
man, y'all
roots?
just think I'm out here
you
talking,
lived there
man.
for
I'm
like
telling y'all the truth.
He's watched The Godfather
Decade.
600 times also.
I'm just telling y'all, man.
Okay.
I was on there for 8 years, man.
You know what?
Are you saying that-
Inadvertent flag on the plate.
Are you saying that Shaq Leonard is Fredo on the boat?
No, Shaq Leonard is ground beef on the table, about to go in the pot. That's exactly what he is. About to fry him up.
I tried to give you
No, I ain't want it.
a Fredo is about to be dead thing.
No, I ain't want it. He ain't gonna be dead.
Oh,
because he's a great player.
Spoiler alert, Godfather 2.
Oh, you better go watch it. You're fool if you haven't. I'm telling you, man.
This one over here, she hadn't seen any
We
of
gonna
them.
make her.
Nah.
We got a trip coming up. We got a trip coming up very soon. Yeah, you do. It's Philadelphia.
That's one
Look
of
at
my-
that sea of orange.
That's one of my favorite 3HL stories is coming back from, it's on ESPN right now.
Oh, Vols.
Coming
boy.
back from, they're talking about Burton hitting a girl. Allegedly. Although it's on video. Coming back from media days, watching Pulp Fiction in the back of that Sprinter where everybody driving by could see what
That was
we were
classic.
watching.
That was classic. Class was in session on the way back. Class was in
That's the
session.
only way you're going to get me to watch something.
That's right.
There you go.
And you enjoyed it.
I did.
Injury report.
Thank
Real quick, Indianapolis and Tennessee. For Tennessee, Zach Cunningham, Joe Jones, and Torrey Carter, the fullback. None of those three players practiced today. Torrey Carter was limited yesterday, did not practice today. That's a difference there. Nate Davis with a foot, limited yesterday, limited today. Bud Dupree and Monty Hooker, as we mentioned, both full participants yesterday and today. For the Colts, the following people did not practice. Quiddy Pay, again, the defensive end.
Mm-hmm.
I saw him go out of that game, and people were, like, patting him on the shoulders and everything. It was quite a scene. JoJo Dolman and Grover Stewart, linebacker, defensive tackle, did not practice. Are we supposed to give away tickets right now?
Oh, yeah, for everybody that is unable to be at B-Dubs and Hermitage, we have tickets to give away on the phones.
Oh, boom.
All right.
Does that mean that Dawn Davenport has something that she needs to read?
That is exactly what that means.
I'm on it. I'm right on top of that, Rose. Yes. Titans Ticket Thursday. Here you go. Caller number 5 right now to win 2 tickets to see the Titans host the Colts Sunday at Nissan Stadium. Plus, you also get 2 tickets to go to the Titans VIP tailgate at the Bridge Building with our very own Ron Slay. Thanks to Bullseye Event Group. That is a good time. 615-737-1045. Titans Ticket Thursday. Good luck to you.
People are trying to call.
Yeah, I got the wings. 3961 Noblesville Pike. Right there, Plaza Marriott, 123 Ewing Drive. Man, go in there. I'm telling you right now. If you go in there, you got a creative mind. I'm going to tell you how much they're going to work with you at Strikeout Wings. Go in there, look at the flavors, and say, just close your eyes and play Russian roulette with the flavors. They're going to put it on the wing, man. I went in there on Monday, smoked out Mondays. You can get there at 6 to 10. Went in there and created sweet and sassy with Cajun on it. Ooh, wait, boy, I'm telling you. Now, it's the home of sweet and sassy. So, you know I had to go in there and get the Ron Slay special. I got the sweet and sassy with the lemon pepper drizzle on it, with the Cajun ranch fries, with the cheese melted on top of that. And then I said, you know what? So, y'all probably counting in your head, this will make 18 wings. I went in and got 6 more, and I said, man, let me get the lemon pepper with the Cajun on it, boy. Tuesday, 69-cent wings. And forget about the lunch combos. $8.99 every day, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Every day except Tuesday, man. You know what it is. It's still I got the wings.
Start NFL Week 7 off right tonight. A little Thursday night football with a no-sweat same-game parlay from FanDuel, America's #1 sports book. It doesn't matter if you're new to FanDuel or you already have an account. You get free bets back if your Thursday night same-game parlay does not hit. Little Saints and Cardinals action. Get ready for it. Build your own, or you can choose from one that is already built right here. Oh, I'm looking at the app right now, too. They've got odds boosted on a couple of different things as well, and that's one of the beautiful things about FanDuel and why their sportsbook app is top rated. However you want to play, bet on the NFL on Thursday night with a no-sweat same-game parlay. Sign up with promo code DAWN if you don't already have an account. And if you have one, you're all set. Just sign in, see what you've got. Make every moment more with FanDuel, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. You got to be 21 and older and present in Tennessee. 3+ legs, minimum $1 bet required. Refund issued as non-withdrawable free bets. Expire 7 days after receipt. Max free bet $5. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Tennessee Redline 1-800-889-9789.
3HL 1045 The Zone, Thursday edition. Do we have anything else to give away, CJ? What are we doing?
If CJ keep doing that little cool bop, we're going to give him away. We're going to put him in the box and let somebody draw to get him. They're going to be able to take CJ home for
Slay
a night.
says CJ walks like he's got music in his head.
He does. Look at him. Look, he jamming. He jamming right now. Got cool little bop, like a little bat. Bum, bum,
Jamming on the one. Red Door did not have before. Ron Slay, CJ, Kirby, we're all here.
Yeah, we're in the building, baby.
Man,
In the building.
Yeah.
I love these Buffalo Wild Wings shows. We give things
I do
away.
too.
I still haven't seen the 90-year-old woman that won the
I'm still looking for Marlene.
shirt.
I think Marlene said.
Now
Marlene,
CJ's getting heckled by the 3HL crew.
So, yeah.
He said, "Come on, pull it out." Wait, what are we giving away, CJ?
Yeah, we ain't got a clue.
Context.
No, we already did Titans Colts.
There's one extra.
Oh,
Are you sure?
We better verify.
CJ. All right, they're going to be with you at the game if they can't get in. One by phone and one here.
We just did one by phone. We do one here. Okay.
And
Okay.
and Titans Broncos tickets from Kelly. Yeah,
From Kelly.
Buffalo. Okay.
Okay.
All right,
So
well,
this
so
is Titans
So
Colts.
Which
if
one
you,
y'all want? Which one?
if you win the Titans Colts tickets but don't really get the tickets, it's CJ's fault.
So which one, right or left? For Titans Colts.
Left.
All right.
No, right.
Oh, man, somebody going to be
Just
sick.
quit. Where's my
Angelica
flag?
James. See? That's somebody. Oh, Kyle got the roof.
Boy, she's going crazy.
We in the city.
Yeah. Look, CJ going
There we
too.
go.
CJ going too.
There you go.
Boy, they were happy.
Hey, congratulations,
All right,
Angelica.
that was Titans Colts tickets.
Hey, do they get to come to the
Yes.
tailgate? Because we need that type of energy at the tailgate.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Y'all
Hey,
make sure
you're-
y'll be at the tailgate.
You're in charge.
Oh, yeah. Y'all, hey, CJ, get their
CJ, make
name
sure
and
they
number
can
and
go to
stuff so they can
the
get, I can write them
tailgate
down for
with
the
Slay.
tailgate. Yeah. I'm going to get y'all tickets to the tailgate on me.
With Slay and C-Wiz.
The next one, James Rollins. You're going to the Titans Broncos. Who said yeah? That ain't good.
Right there in the trucker hat.
He like, that ain't me.
Yeah.
I just screamed though. Where's James Rollins at? I don't know. We got James.
Where's Henry Rollins? All right, we'll find James.
Hey,
we
we
got
gotta start-
a phone number.
Oh,
We got a phone number.
yeah.
All right, what else?
His number
CJ, you got anything
615,
else? You
somebody
got
give him
anything
a
in your car you can give away?
Hey, man, people get on me about having a Hotmail still. Like, these people got AOL. AOL older than Hotmail, ain't it?
Yep. Well, I thought that's what you were pointing out for, what was it, Marlene?
What was Marlene last name?
I don't remember. But it was
What
an
was Marlene
AOL.
last name? They might got the same last name because they AOL too.
Yeah, it was an AOL account. I thought that's what you were pointing out.
This look like the same email.
Let me see.
Oh, somebody might be cheating. CJ, you got to stay by the box. Got these people out here cheating in the box, man.
Come on, CJ.
This look like the same email. If I ain't mistaken, listen, I got good memory, man. I talk a lot of crap, but I got good memory.
You
Yeah.
do have
Check
great-
that out. Ain't that the same email as Marlene? I'm telling. All right, Kirby. I'm trying to tell you what I know, man.
Boy, we're on something here.
I'm
Hey,
ashamed to
couple
tell
of-
the truth, man. Yeah. See?
Couple of shout outs real quick.
Okay,
Yes.
go ahead.
Paul from Hermitage, happy birthday tomorrow. He's
Hey,
here.
Happy birthday, Paul.
Happy birthday, Paul!
There you go.
Paul. There it is.
And I got a gift that is going to be life changing.
The gift that keeps on
For
giving.
me, it's going to keep on giving
And a headache for me.
giving and giving. Yes, those beautiful flags that you heard us talking about, they're headed to the studio,
Oh,
and that
boy.
is all thanks to Karen.
Oh,
so,
boy.
Karen,
Here
thank
we
you
go.
for
Thank
my
you,
gift.
Karen.
For me to be able to harass
Here
the
we
boys
go.
even more than I already do.
Here we go.
Heck yes. Man, I love our listeners.
Heck no.
Also, by the way, it was a bag of Almond Joys, too.
And Mounds.
And Mounds.
Yep.
Woo!
I got
And a
Skittles.
book for baby Babs.
I was told to give my bag to Lil Ron, but nope.
Karen.
No, that's going to the studio, too.
Yes, it's right. That's what I
Dude,
said.
we can't take things into the new studio. What are y'all doing?
Says
You know what,
who?
Mayor?
You're going to get us
I
banned.
don't
Tell 'em,
give a
Betsy.
damn
Tell 'em, Betsy.
about
We don't care about
what
no
the rules are in the
Yeah.
studio.
She don't even give a damn about a reputation.
That's
you talking
right.
about some rules.
And we don't give a damn about the whole state of Alabama.
My favorite.
We're from Tennessee, baby.
My favorite sentence, I think, flew under the radar today, came from Slay, who said, I may talk a lot of crap, but I remember things.
I do, man. A lot of them. I'm telling you, I got a good memory for stuff it's not even stuff I don't want to keep.
What's coming up next on 104.5 this Sunday?
Oh, we have got the after party right before Thursday night football. I'm getting in before Slay says anything.
Because I was going to say something.
Do you have a parlay? I wasn't asking you. You don't know what's coming up.
Yeah, man. This parlay right here, this is a little iffy. So bet at your own wheel. Bet at your own wheel on this.
You're prefacing it?
Yeah, because I got one right. Like, I'm picking Arizona to win. I'm just parlaying it. I don't know. I'm going to say the over.
Alan Bell went with the over, which
Arizona
sounds like a ridiculous thing to do on Thursday Night Football because there are no points scored ever.
And you got to Taysom Hill quarterbacking for the Saints. But they're playing in Arizona. Arizona can go give you 28, 30 points. So take Arizona, -2.5, and take the over. Let's bet it, baby. Let's go get this money.
All right,
Book
partially. It's iffy, though.
Book it.
I mean, bet at your own risk. That's all I can put on there. Don't be calling me. Don't be texting me. Don't be DMing me when you lose. When you win, make sure you hit me up. And leave a little emoji.
3HL after party next. We'll be at Scoreboard tomorrow. Come by and see us. It's already Friday. Our thanks to Buffalo Wild Wings. Another fun show on a Thursday.
Yeah.
Later. Good night. God bless.
See ya.